What is up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the Stylus League. I see 0 people in the room, so I'm talking to an audience of me. I don't know if that's right or not. It says 0. Hey, welcome back to the Stylus League, everybody. This is episode 101. 101. Can we just stop for a second and appreciate the fact that we've had over 100 episodes? Or actually, today will be over 100. If you are not familiar with our show, this is a creative live stream where creative people get together and create things in ZBrush or things of that nature and such. I'm here with my friends. I'll show you who they are in a minute. But every week we have Raul, Bradley, and myself do stuff. We will pick a topic, sculpt it, and usually in about 4 weeks we get to around the finish line. And this week we've decided to choose Legend of Zelda. That's right, Raul has broken us down and made us finally do something Nintendo related. So he's a happy little man today. Anyway, that being said, let's get started with the stream.
It's the Stylus League. Mike and B pitching the pen, making pitches ascend to the highest ring. The league. Raul running the scheme. Tune into the program and why receive. Yeah, we dropping these seeds. Art over everything. Drive the dream.
Hello, happy little man. Hey,
What's up? I forgot to say we have the super friends. I forgot to say we have the super friends.
You're not even a full size man. You a little ass man.
But I'm happy though.
It's a Link. It's a Link thing. Isn't Link a small person? He's an elf.
Link,
you see what I did there?
Link is a Hylian, sir.
Oh my goodness, no. Nerd!
Come on, Mike. To be so correct. So he's not. So he's not. He's not an elf.
He only had a fairy in select few games. Okay, so geez.
Nope.
Not even in the modern era.
God. Nope. We're not doing that.
No, not doing it. What's up, guys? Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Saturday.
We got little crooked glasses today, and we got Brad Groatman and Lil Crooked Glasses joining us. The super friends, you know them.
Yep.
Straighten your stuff out, Brad.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Wearing my brand new beanie.
Yeah, that's a new one. That's the new one from the store.
It's very comfortable. Let me tell you, my head feels cradled.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
Brad, I can't tell you enough. The way you rearrange your room, it looks amazing, man. You did a fantastic job. Like
100%.
It's a very complex process.
It looks cozy.
I thought you just cleaned.
Around
you didn't just clean?
No, he spun the desk around. Now you get to enjoy all of the stuff that's in the room instead of the window and the cat.
Yeah, I thought that was compressed air. It's a little bit more than that, huh? All right.
Well, what about you? What about you, Lil Cash? How you doing?
Just chilling.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. We got Suge Knight, Tony Gore, aka Tony Gore, in the house. If you didn't know, by the way, if you tuned in to the B-Side this week, you guys, you got to see Tony Gore as the guest star on Brad Groatman's own show, The B-Side, presented by Stylus League.
I was actually surprised when I tuned in and saw. I was just like, wait, that's Tony. What's he doing there?
It's popping up.
That's right. That's right. We like to refer to these two as the West Coast Avengers. So,
is that a compliment? I'll take it.
No, that's a good one. That's good. They're good. They got Wonder Man. It's all good.
They got Wonder Man.
Wonder Man. Yeah.
He makes bread, right?
No.
All right. What's up, guys? Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Saturday. As Mike had mentioned, yes, this is a Stylus League creative live stream where every week the gentleman here sculpt a little something off of a theme. This month's theme is, yes, you did hear that right, The Legend of Zelda. So, without further ado, let's take a look at what everybody's going to be doing. Now, as tradition dictates, I won't start with Mike anymore. So, Tony, what do you got going on this week?
So here's the thing. I will admit I've never played Zelda. So I had to go on an
Where's the
extensive
boot button?
search.
There's a boot button somewhere here, right?
Hey, no, but listen, I found somebody interested. His name is Ganondorf, I believe.
Ganondorf, yes.
He's Ganondorf.
The Demon King.
So
It's
I'm gonna
pronounced
make him.
Gandalf.
I'm gonna make him into a sort of samurai-like character. So I started sketching him out. I think
Nice.
the thing about his has a very distinctive face. I got that all dialed in. So we'll see what happens.
There you go. All right. Yep. Some Ganondorf. The Demon King himself.
And shout
That's
out
a
to
great
Brad for encouraging us to do a little pre-block out before we start, so we can start the show with a little momentum. Thank you, Brad. Good call.
All of you guys are cheaters. I'm going to let you know. I didn't block out Jack. I didn't block
exciting
nothing.
as it is to slowly block in fingers and torso muscles.
Yeah.
It has been done before.
Go to like, what is it? What's that line? If you want my old stuff, go check my old album.
Judas.
Yeah, go back. All right, Brad. So what do we got going on this week?
Okay, so I wanted to kind of like get a little bit. I'm going to try to get a little bit creepy with a reimagining in a sense. So I'm going to do a version of Skull Kid. And I just blocked in a basic shape. All this stuff is essentially place savers. Like, to be clear, this is all a place saver of stuff. I'm going to kind of like redo the whole shebang, but I just wanted to kind of get a feel for the overall layout of the body so that I can start kind of like slowly swapping in some new stuff. So I'm just going to block out the shirt and stuff today, and then I want to kind of pose him. But yeah, I want to kind of I'm going for kind of like a creepy, marshy, bayou, deep Louisiana swamp Skull Kid. That's what I'm thinking.
That's really cool. Do you have any reference that you're utilizing for this?
I'm going to find some ferns and
yeah,
and some tall grass, maybe some mosquitoes, and I'll get motivated.
All right, I like it. Whatever works, I guess. All right, yeah, Skull Kid. That is a fan favorite from Majora's Mask. Okay, Bradley, what do we got going on today?
So I will do Sky. What did you say? Sky. Link?
Yeah,
this is
Link from Tears of the Kingdom, where he wakes up on the Sky Islands.
So my goal with this one is that I really like. He actually has a monster hand on this one. I think it's okay that the proportions are like I would prefer the monster hand or the creature hand to be a little bit bigger than like so proportionally even with the rest of his body. So I'm gonna probably do a play on that. But I really want to make the broken Master Sword. So my goal is that I'm gonna make this variant of Link. I too started a block out last night. So hopefully my goal today is to start blocking out some of the clothes pieces, and then I'm gonna lop off this arm and kind of scale a little bit so I can get because I think the way I didn't play too much of the game, but I think this little band piece here is what kind of helps lock the arm in. So I'm gonna make it a little bigger, and yeah, so it'll look different, but you'll still have the feeling of this variant.
Super cool. And then zoom in on that hand a little bit. I just want to see. Okay, so yes, that one's got the rings. So as you play the game, you actually the hand doesn't have rings, but as you complete temples, you get rings. So
cool.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure that was on there.
Yep. That's the plan.
All right. Super cool, man. All right. Michaelis.
All right.
What we got?
Yes, sir. Okay. Unlike these cheaters, I am starting real cold with this. Anybody that knows me knows I know everything about Zelda. I am a big fan of Zelda, and I love him. I think that he's a great character, Zelda.
Oh my
and
God.
Are you running for office?
he's a great dude. I love Zelda. He's awesome. So anyway, no, I'm just kidding. I know that Zelda's the girl. I'm starting cold, but I did do a sketch. I was thinking of doing something a little different. I want to do this version of him, just like the classic Link, but in a like just kind of a reimagining where he's kind of a regular dude. with street clothes. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet. Like right now, it feels like a cosplay low rent kind of version of Link. So I might get rid of the shield, turn the shield into like a backpack it's a backpack that has that design kind of spray painted on it or on there on like some Miles Morales type of homemade job. I don't know how I'm gonna flex the sword or anything like that, but I do like the idea of having a bodysuit like one of those like a tracksuit type of thing, the tight ones that people wear underneath of this whole deal, maybe a pair of Timbs and a green hoodie that has just like a longer hood than normal, and some shorts, and then like a name buckle belt, right? The big old Link name buckle belt. So I'm thinking about that. I think the pose is going to probably make or break this piece, but I wanted to go a little different, So that's what I'm doing.
I mean, I love it. That's really original. I love the variety on this theme. So, yeah. Cool. And for anybody who doesn't know, that is Ocarina of Time Link.
That's what I know that, but
yeah, of course,
of
course.
So tell everybody else. Yeah.
You need to let everybody else know, dog.
Yeah.
It's the Ocarina, right? That's how you pronounce it. Ocarina of Time, everybody.
Yeah.
Mike, you're batting it down.
Like Lord of the Rings.
Just like
no. Did you say you're going to give him Tim? See, I was going to suggest that. That's a good idea.
I need to go get a brown bag to breathe into. Please excuse me for a second.
I don't know if you guys. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say I don't know if you guys know anything about me, but I'm an East Coast dude, and I like the Timbs, as you can see from my little thing up here in the corner here. I will be giving him a pair of shiny new Timbs, I think. That's Timberlands for y'all on the West Coast. Anyway, right. I don't know.
So I'm going to drop off of camera to give you guys a little bit more room to breathe here on stream. And let's go ahead and catch up with chat. Pencils down or up or sideways?
Mm-hmm. So why didn't... I keep confusing what is it? Zelda, Link? Which one's the elf?
Yeah, see,
Link
still trying to
see now he's trying to be the
that felt forced. That felt forced.
No, Link is the elf.
Yeah, Okay. He said he's not one though. He's a let me think. He's a Hylorinian, right?
Yeah,
Raul?
Yeah, Hylorinian from the High Councils of Hylorinia.
Just Kylo Ren.
When he goes high, Link goes low.
Who's making this shit up, man?
So we got Ram on stream going Stylus League. What's up?
What's up, Ram?
What's up, Ram?
Jamie's on. Hey, League. Yo, Ram. How you doing? And
what's up?
What's up, Jamie? Okay, so Jamie ended up posting in Discord earlier today, going, he stayed up till 2 a.m. waiting for the live stream to start yesterday.
I like that he said he felt like a Muppet. That's kind of dope.
He felt like a Muppet. But Jamie, glad that you're able to catch us now.
Indeed.
Ben says, good morning, people. How's the week been? How's the week been, guys?
Week's been all right.
Week's been okay.
Pretty good week. Yeah.
That's not been bad.
Can't complain. I can, but I won't.
I was gonna say, one thing I'm very good at. I can complain very easily.
Really going
please.
On it, huh?
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's the talent.
Let's see. Ben says, haven't had much time this week to do the same, which is sculpting.
I think he's probably doing some work, I think.
Starting a new project, but excited to see what you guys are planning for your sculpts. Let's see here. We got Sparky face on. Sparky, hello. What's up, Sparky?
What's up, Sparky?
What's up, Sparky?
We got
Mario Cat's here.
We got Mini Chick Studios. Hi, everybody. Happy sculpting. Hey, Mini Chicks. How are you doing on this fine Saturday? Let's see here. Woo! Happy Raul. Damn right. This is my.
I thought that was like a holiday. We were just being happy Raul to everybody.
If we can make that official, can we do something?
Would it be happy Raul or merry Raul? I mean, this is the question we need to ask her.
I like merry Raul. That's that paints a picture. Ben says must resist calling the beanie a torque.
A toque, which is, I believe,
torque.
I believe that I'm not.
It's Canadian,
sure.
right?
Yeah, I was going to say like Canadian kind of way of referring to a hat like that.
And Mike, you call it Scully.
Ratatouille.
I call it Scully. Yeah, I know toque from Strange Brew, one of my favorite movies. Nobody, really? Wow, it's Canadian joint.
But I don't think I've seen it.
I've seen it.
The SCTV guys did it. Okay, forget it.
Yeah, with the movie references, you're really hitting it hard today, huh?
Yeah. I'm killing it.
You're killing it, absolutely. 3D is on. Hello, Stylus League. What's up, 3D? Hopefully you're having a great week. Happy Saturday. That dramatic pause was because I legit forgot what today was. Scroll Reaper says, "Hey there, Sheik is always a great choice."
That was one of the ones I think that we were looking at, right, Tony? Wasn't that? Is that the one with the really thin,
ninja looking dude, or I don't know. Who was? Oh, this is Imla, I think.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking of.
You're thinking her name's Impa.
Impa, I'm sorry.
Her name's Impa, and she is a spoiler for anybody who hasn't played Ocarina of Time. Sheik is actually Princess Zelda in disguise.
Ooh.
So that's always a cool.
Not such a damsel in distress.
Nope, not usually.
I'm never gonna play this game.
I was looking at
ruined it.
I think it was what was it called, like the deity version of Link, but that sword is awesome. It's got like this strange like Mobius strip thing going on, which I thought was
the cool. Fierce deity mask with like the DNA sword.
Yeah, that sword was cool.
Yeah. Scroll Reaper also says Ganondorf is getting his squats on.
Skip leg
sure
day.
Is.
Never, ever. Skip leg day.
You never skip leg day, guys. Got to keep it moving. All right. 3D says 100%. I admit I've never played Zelda, but the theme is awesome.
I only played back when it was the NES. I played the first one, which at the time was amazing. And then the next one was the Adventure of Link. I think it was called. That was the last one that I remember having a console for.
Yeah, I can understand why you
could actually make out like a body, which is rare back then in those games.
Yeah, the Adventure of Link is like, if you want to be a contrarian, that's the one that you say is your favorite game. That's
I'm not looking to cause any trouble.
Oh, when the static was up in here.
Like, I don't want no beef.
Okay. Ben says Eric isn't on stream this time, so we won't be at warp speed. What are you trying to say, Ben? What are you trying to say?
Was he a fast sculptor?
Yeah, Eric is a fast sculptor. Did look like a time lapse. We've had a couple of people on that look like they're doing time lapses when they're sculpting.
These guys started yesterday, so it will be a.
I just started this morning. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Here.
Just got the pieces in place. That's all.
Sparky says, Brad says it's just a placeholder. Already looking freaking awesome, though.
Well, I'd like to take credit for it, but really the designers of Skull Kid probably did most of the work.
Ben says Bradley is making Hellboy Link.
Just wait, this will be an exercise in seeing whether or not you ever get to that point where you're sculpting on something like, okay, I like the way this looks. Now let's see if I can make it better or find some amazing way to make it no longer good.
You mean every comic book based movie I've ever seen?
Yes. That's
rough.
Hey,
That's rough.
No, that's what directors say. This thing that was great in the comics, I'm going to make it way better.
By doing nothing from the source material.
That's right. Raul knows.
I know. Sparky says, turn the shield into a boombox and make Link a breakdancer.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's actually
worse. That's actually pretty all right.
That's actually a great idea. All right, Sparky. I'm going to use that idea, and if you don't mind, I'm going to take credit.
Yeah.
Just thank you so much. That works.
Never meet your
Remove the suggestion in the edit. And,
Never meet your heroes. All right. We got Marikat on stream. Hi, guys. What's up? Thank you for breakfast, Mike.
Every time, that's what we're gonna legit do this every time.
First of all,
thank you.
She brought me breakfast, and that was for my birthday.
You could have left it. And yeah, and happy birthday, by the way.
Thanks, man.
But that was this past week, right?
That was last Saturday.
That was last Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
Happy 35th.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I don't feel a day over 34.
Wait, the birthday was on the 35th? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Every year.
That's true. Every year around that time.
Yeah.
Yep.
It comes around every 7 years.
It's like Haley's Comet.
Yeah. Let's see here. 3D says, I'm with Mike. Starting from scratch. I love doing things that way too.
See, thank you.
We started from scratch too. We just did it a little earlier.
You just didn't see it.
They started from scratch when we were watching Clone Tyrone last night. So I'm just saying.
Oh, how is it?
Also, it's good.
It was good actually.
Yeah, it was fun. I gotta watch it again, but I can hear most of it because I missed a lot of it.
Yeah, the cover art put me off, so I had to wait. For
You bad man. You are a bad man.
Cover art put me off. I had to wait for reviews. Scroll Reaper says Orcarina is ballerina, but for orcs. Wait, what?
Now, is it Orcarina or is it Ocarina?
Yeah,
it's Ocarina, right?
It's Ocarina.
Yeah, I was just playing.
Yeah, no, I just didn't know because I want to make sure I didn't say it wrong because I'm pretty sure I thought it was the other thing.
Yeah, it's Ocarina, although I'm pretty sure like it's still a good 50-50 people call it Orcarina.
Mm-hmm.
I call it Ocarina.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I know it's wrong, but it's just what I've always done since I was a kid.
It's also called Shamu. Nobody knows that because they're not old enough. That was a whale, you guys. He was an orca. Yeah, you guys don't know.
I think a lot of people
Is that a
fish?
That's a female female orca? An orca-rina? No? Okay. Let's see. Marikat says it's Super Friends Day. Very cool.
Right.
Sure
That's right.
Is.
Happy Super Friends Day to all who celebrate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Marikat turns off the stream immediately when Tony and Brad are not on.
Yeah. She doesn't do that.
Ben says they're both elves. Link is male, Zelda's female. Ganon was a pig man until he went and found the sauce.
Pigman.
All right.
He definitely, yeah. I mean, when I was looking at some of these pictures of things to do, that was one of the I kept seeing Ganon, or what was his name again?
So Ganondorf is his human form.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, I was
Ganon
seeing
is his
different
pig
versions
form.
of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, some were pig faced. I was like, okay, that's.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Ganon is his pig form. Yep.
Wish I had a pig form.
Okay. Hold on. I'm full screen. Full screen. Would you like to elaborate?
I'm just.
Hold up, I need a double click. We're double clicking here.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I'm not myself. Let me put my shoes back on.
Okay, there you go.
Seems like yeah.
Talking to the camera. Well, what do we? Why?
I think we all have different forms.
Okay, there we go.
Being a parent.
Okay.
Please elaborate. Please elaborate, Kanye.
We have to embrace all of our forms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To be our true selves.
Okay.
All right.
I'm glad we did this.
Can
All right.
can we please save him?
Yeah. I
don't think the Wawa frames are gonna save
the
you.
Wawa frames.
Are these Wawa frames? These might be Wawa frames. No, these are.
The Wawa frames. That's funny. That is funny. So Jamie B said, I thought the thumbnail had a likeness of Owen Wilson. Yeah, where did that link from the thumbnail come from?
Oh, that was somebody's artwork. Oh my gosh, why didn't I? I'll find out the name of that artist. See, you guys never call me on it. I just found some dope art online, but I love giving credit to the artist, so I'll find out.
Yeah.
It did look like Owen Wilson, by the way.
Ben says, remember the rules about movie references with Bradley, Mike.
What did I don't remember what I did.
Anything before last year.
That is true.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. I think for a second birthday present, because Bradley did send me a very nice birthday present, but for a second birthday present, which I can call an audible on, Bradley has to watch The Warriors with all of the Stylus League / Super Friends. I think that. Can you do that with us?
The chances of me watching that movie
Very low. Very low.
Like within the next 3 years is not like
Do it while you're changing diapers. It's actually a perfect diaper changing movie.
I'm trying not to get pee in my eye.
I mean, that's
I don't know what
important.
that is.
I love that everybody just let that simmer for a second.
I'm trying to process.
That's an important thing. You know,
It is.
Yeah, why do you think Tony wears shades, bro? Like he's trying to make sure you don't get pee in his eye.
Trying not to get this pee in my eye.
So Scroll Reaper says Zelda goes first to this says fist against Ganondorf?
fist.
Oh, fist to fist goes fist to fist against Ganondorf. She don't care. That is absolutely correct. Zelda goes hand to hand, mano a mano with the big bad several times. Ben says happy belated birthday
Thanks, Ben.
to Mike.
Appreciate you, man.
Scroll Reaper says, like in the Witcher show, I love how they made an episode dedicated to making Geralt smile. Geralt. That's really what the books are about. The journey for Geralt to finally smile, and then he turns into the Witcher.
I've never
I
seen
need
that
to
show.
watch the rest of the season. I need to finish it.
Yeah, I don't think you're missing anything, truthfully.
No, I started it. I actually enjoyed
Not
it.
you, I'm saying Tony.
Oh.
I gave up on it after the first season, and I feel just fine.
Yeah.
I disagree. It's fantastic.
Viejmin, what have they done to you? Ram says the B-side, by the way, that's the Polish title. The B-side was great, Brad and Tony.
Oh, thanks, Ram.
Nice.
How'd you like that?
Ben says, I stopped playing around N64 times, so he was a pig man for me.
Hmm.
And he's been a pig man in other games, past or
I was going to say, yeah, so he didn't like outgrow being a pig man. He
No,
still
no,
is
no.
one.
As a matter of fact, in Breath of the Wild, what you're fighting is Calamity Ganon, which is a pig. That was the
Like
game
his
before
sister.
this one.
I like his sister Jane. Wow, I'm killing it today, you guys.
I was,
I'm trying to figure out what the hell just
I'm letting
happened.
it process. I'm sitting here like, I pray somebody else gets a reference.
You know, you get,
Yeah.
you get the,
It's all me. Good night, everybody. I go out on a low note every time. Every time.
All right. Ben says yes. Base form, super form, artist burnout form. And he says yes. The Warriors. That would be
great.
awesome. I would want to do some characters of that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Who was in that? Like, I don't remember the actors.
I don't know their names, but I mean, there's a very cool video of the main characters getting on the subway in New York.
Older men, yeah.
Yeah, as old guys, and then they juxtapose it against the movie when they were young and they were wearing like their Warriors gear and everything. It's really dope. Really dope. We should 100% do the Warriors as a theme.
Everybody take a character.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that'll definitely be one way to get Bradley to watch a damn movie. Darn movie.
He still won't watch it.
He'll pull up the art. That's like saying all you guys are playing Zelda right now.
That's true. It's true.
Touche.
That's not hard to Google a gang member and model that.
It's not just a gang member.
See how little he knows.
Aren't they a gang? Like
they're Warriors, Bradley.
They're the Warriors.
They're Warriors. Frederick is on. Welcome, Frederick.
Hey, Frederick.
Frederick says, "Is first oneerst." Good morning, everyone. Second, happy birthday, Mike. Third,
thanks, man. Yeah,
Bradley. What kind of weird disease is PMI?
That's what I thought he said. He was saying pee in my eye from the baby. I thought he said PMI. I was like, what is that? Yeah. Wait, Brad, I thought you knew. All you guys were like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm the dumb one. I'm going to be quiet here.
I didn't say
I thought he said pee in his eye.
Yeah,
I thought he said
pee in my eye. Yeah, exactly.
I thought you said pee. I thought you said PMI.
No,
that's why I was confused.
Been a while since
private mortgage insurance.
You know, everyone who's dealt with a baby recently understands about pee in your eye, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the struggle is real.
Yeah,
struggle is real.
Is indeed.
Yeah, like I'm sorry. All you guys just pointed out that you just don't hang around babies, and I understand that. I used to be like that.
You're still like that.
Good old days.
You're still like that.
Tony, shh. Tony.
It's messed up, Tony.
If you say it out loud, she'll hear.
Ben says the design of the baseball players was damn close to being in my portfolio. I'm assuming that's a Warriors reference.
Yeah, the Baseball Furies. Yeah. There's so many cool characters, man. Like Bradley, you're doing yourself a disservice, bro. It's so good. So good.
He also says that photo, geez, you are talking about, Mike, is awesome.
I gotta
that I used for the thumbnail, right? Yeah, no, it's great artwork. Yeah. I really need to. I
think you're talking about that Warriors photo about the older Warriors.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Those guys are great, man.
All right, Tony, what do we got going on, man?
I'm trying to figure out the arm position because his arms are kind of short and stubby to kind of match that. And I use the base mesh for the arms and legs because a wise man once said, "Why reinvent the wheel?"
Okay.
So I have this base mesh that I downloaded off ArtStation where it has all the major volumes broken into different groups, and I'm using that to pose. Then I'll merge it all together and sculpt the anatomy in relatively correctly if I can. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right. Cool. Fun fact, Ganondorf comes around once every 100 years, and a Gerudo is born.
It's like going on a tour, Mike. Like it's like going like on in a tour.
Yeah. And over here is Tiger Woods' home. This is where he used to live.
One of those little red flags that you hold up so that people know where to find you. Like, over here.
And to your left. Bradley, what do you got going on, brother?
So I'm blocking. I'm gonna do all my cloth in Marvelous Designer. So I'm blocking out
Yes.
all my shapes. All the poly groups are gonna be my stitching points. So I'm gonna have to probably clean up some of the stuff like this weird stuff. Here I'm gonna have to clean some of that out. But overall, pretty good.
So when you're looking to move things into Marvelous, what are you looking for? When you said you needed to clean something up, like what exactly are you looking for? What are some common mistakes that people make when they're importing into Marvelous?
One, I don't assume anyone makes mistakes. Everyone does things differently. But the way that I was taught to do it is that weird topology like this, like, so what's gonna happen? Like this is gonna create like a weird stitch here. So when in Marvelous Designer, it creates the poly groups will be patterns, like cloth patterns. And so because I don't want to sit around and like start making my cloth from scratch, like with like basically you would draw like a rectangle and start shaping around the character, I create my patterns in ZBrush and I make sure I have even clean topology around, and I'll export this as an OBJ and import it as a cloth pattern inside of Marvelous. So that's why that's why I'm not worried about too much about folds. I just want to, or even basically the length of the cloth, because I can always change that. I just need to make sure that I actually have representation of the cloth that I'm going to manipulate. So
okay, all right, great.
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
much. You're welcome.
And when I was saying common mistakes, I mean like things that would generally cause errors, right? When they try to bring the design in.
You want to make sure your sizing is right, because if your characters or your avatar size is not appropriately sized for Marvelous things to go sideways, so I will actually export the Marvelous Designer base avatar and bring it into my ZBrush scene to make sure my scaling is right. Before I do that, that's one thing that can really throw things off. If I export this guy out and he's like either way too big or way too small, the simulation will go haywire. So you definitely need to make sure your scaling is right when you're exporting.
All right, great. Ben says Ganondorf is ripping off Pennywise's Schick. How so, Ben?
Pennywise, I remember when it came out, that was like, you couldn't go to ArtStation without seeing 75 Pennywises, which was, it was interesting. Whenever it's like always like some movie character that becomes like the ArtStation go-to.
you mean like Baby Yoda?
Like Baby Yoda, like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I think when that came out, there were lots of those.
Yeah, it's true.
Part of me is like, I will not sculpt it. I will not do it because
right.
because I keep saying,
because the contrarian is strong within
cool,
you.
Everybody and their mama's doing it. Is why
I lean into
it.
Yeah. What about you, Mike? What do you got going on, sir?
I'm doing what these guys did last night off camera. I'm just kind of figuring out my base mesh right now. So it's dirty, but you know, we getting there. We're gonna get there.
Okay. Is he gonna have Mike T hands?
I don't know. Does Link have the Mike T hands? I don't know.
Does half of the characters you give the Mike T hand to have Mike T hands?
I mean, if he's an older breakdancer, you know, there are lots of
everybody I give the hands to have the hands.
They all have
everybody. The hands. They all have the hands.
All right.
Yep.
Ben says, I guess we'd be overwhelmed with a bunch of kin soon then.
Oh, facts. Big facts. Yeah, absolutely.
Funny.
Absolutely.
Oh man, Stylus League should have did a bunch of Barbies.
Well, at least there are different versions of Ken though in the movie, so you might get some variations, which is, you know.
Wait, is there more than just who is that? Ryan Gosling?
Oh yeah,
there's multiple Kens, and there's a lot of Barbies too.
Yeah. No. I thought there was just one Ken in the movie. There's more than one Ken?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Did anybody watch it?
Have representation.
Hold on. Did anybody watch it? I
watched Barbie. I saw it.
Okay.
You saw it already?
Don't mess
Tony was Tony was not playing when he said he wanted to go see that movie.
I really wanted to see it. It was good.
Molly Cat and I said, "Don't go alone. We like you, Tony. We don't want you on a list. Don't go by yourself."
My daughter saw it last night. She said it was great. I went and saw it.
Yeah.
So
See?
what was
That was like so many questions.
legit? I don't even know what this movie's about. I just saw yeah.
Spoiler alert. The description is in the title.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's Barbie, and I left it at that.
Yeah.
I left it at that.
Why are you trying to put Barbie in a box? Like Barbie could be,
because she came in a box.
Very deep. It could be very deep.
That's all. We're stopping the show right now. Raul just had the line of the show, and that's the end of the show. See you guys next week. That's it.
That's it.
To be
Barbie
fair,
came in a box.
There is a part of the movie where she is get put in the box, but I mean, spoiler.
It makes sense.
Spoiler.
It makes sense. Yeah.
I don't think that's right. You know, we shouldn't put Barbie in the box.
What did you think about it? So you said you liked it. What did you like about the movie?
I enjoyed it. I understand why, and not to get political, why some parts of the media have their panties in a bunch about the movie. But it was a good movie. It was entertaining. It had a couple layers to it. It wasn't shallow at all. I didn't think. It was funny. I liked it.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing it, man.
Did you agree with all the geopolitical uprising that's going on about the dashes?
Yeah, well, whoever did that needs to touch grass because I don't really. That didn't happen.
Shout out to your man Ted Cruz.
Oh my gosh! Like, I remember you said that they were upset about that. Now I'm looking for it in the movie. I'm like, what? That? Like, no, come on.
It's funny. It's funny. It's funny because it's true.
It's like a disputed border or something like that. Among some
oh my god! People chill.
Yeah,
I'm like so far away from any discourse on this movie. I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
It's dumb. It's dumb. There's all this manufactured outrage over Barbie. Like, get a life, dude. It's a fun movie. Go watch the movie, or don't. How about that? And shut up about it.
I mean, isn't that true about everything that comes out?
Earthing. That's right.
I think I'm going to see it.
Hey, the colors alone make me want to see it. I was like, okay,
it's very bright.
Nobody cares in my household about Barbie. I still think that, I don't know. Maybe Mari Cat wants to see it. I don't know. I'll ask. But the colors look so good. I'm like, maybe we should check this out.
It's very bright and vibrant.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie's great.
Is it an adult movie or is it a kid movie?
Yes.
It's an adult movie, I think.
Yes.
I think it's kind of one of those movies where it's like a lot of Pixar stuff where it's got plenty of bright stuff for people who aren't going to look at what's being said, and plenty of adult themes for those who actually want to listen to it. I think it's probably got a combination of both.
Okay.
Am I wrong, Ted?
Like the Bugs. Isn't it kind of like the Bugs Bunny shows? Like if you go and look at them as adults, you'll see the cartoons completely different than you saw them when you were little.
If you take a kid there, they're going to laugh and chuckle because it's a kid's movie. And when the adult jokes happen, they're not even going to notice. It's that kind of deal. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know. I know my daughter would probably love something Barbie themed, but I didn't know if it was an adult kind of take on everything.
I'll say this: there's nothing in the movie that a child wouldn't be able to handle. As far as I'm concerned.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know.
And you teach kids, so I trust your opinion.
Should you though?
Probably not. Probably not. I'm not sure why you would do that, but okay.
You help the kids become our future.
I believe children are
the future. Frederick says, at Brad Groatman, I don't know. Maybe we need more Thanos sculpts on ArtStation.
I saw one. I don't know. I'm trying to think if it was a sculpt or it was like a cosplay, but Thanos when you do mashups, I think someone did a Venomized Thanos, which I thought was kind of cool. I think generally speaking, you can pretty much Venomize anybody and have it look awesome. But yeah, I mean, I've never done a Thanos. Mike, you did a Thanos. I actually have a print of it. Wait,
I did a Thanos that made ZBrush Central once. That was the only thing I did that got on ZBrush Central, actually, and then I did another Thanos later on. Yeah.
Yeah, in keeping with the general theme of Mike making stuff and I printing it out for myself over and over and over again.
That happens.
It's a good synergy. It's a good synergy.
This is literally probably like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
But this is like one of the first prints I think I ever did. This was Mike's.
Dude, you should go back. That looks amazing. You should go back and dry brush that the purple parts now. Because now that you have the skills,
I should go back and repaint the whole thing. I mean, this gold is, but like, yeah, I mean, I should definitely go do that. In fact, I should probably just redo the whole paint job because
hold it up.
I was in my painting infancy back then.
But it still looks dope. Brad did it justice, man. Hold it up so you can see the gauntlet. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's right. Another Groatman banger.
The gauntlet came off, huh? Okay.
Oh gosh, and it's still got resin. Okay, good. So now I'm going to turn.
Oh no!
Does it really still have resin?
No.
This is I can't. This is what I'm saying, man. I can't get away from it.
Go wash your hands, man. Go wash your hands right now. If you guys don't know, like Brad is like he's like really got a problem with resin.
Man down. Hurry up,
Mike,
Brad.
you just killed Brad.
This is back from this is the Formlabs resin. So this is like literally. This is not any cubic. This is a long time ago, and I don't think that resin has the same quality that properties that gonna make me kind of blow up. But yeah, how is it still there?
Yeah, maybe stop talking. Go wash your hands, bro.
Go get it.
I just did. I had wipes. I'm good. I'm set.
Okay.
Wipes, okay.
What was it? Don't clone. Get the man a wet nap or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Brad is blown up by the end of the show and looks like Thanos, then we know what happened.
Right.
Yeah, Ben says, "Go wash your hands." Yeah, I think I said this in another stream too. I want a chancleta with the Infinity Stones on it. I need that. I need that in my life.
You want sandals with the Infinity Stones? That's funny.
Anybody knows a Hispanic mother knows that the chancleta doesn't need any Infinity Stones to be just as effective.
Oh no, yeah, that it'll break the gauntlet. In the right hands, it'll break the gauntlet. All right. Well, outside of attempting to kill yourself, Brad, what are you doing right now?
So I'm just like, again, I blocked out the skull shape, and I'm just trying. Again, I want to pose my little dude as quickly as humanly possible. So I want to just kind of get as much of like a feel for how I'm going with this skull. Because again, this is going to be, I'm going to end up painting it kind of like the Skull Kid mask, at least in theory. But I want to just kind of like get some kind of like detail-y type of things before I pose it, so I don't have to do everything twice. And then I'll break symmetry after a while. But yes, I just want to kind of basically block out everything I can use symmetry for. But I want to put the character in pose as soon as I can, just because it's much more fun. And since I'm going to do some weird outfit stuff, like all the placeholders are going to be removed, I don't want to have to try and pose all that crap, because that's just a real pain. So I'm just literally right now, I'm just going through and just pushing and pulling and hoping that it looks, when it accumulated, it's just going to look like a thing. But I'm just kind of like just trying to add some, some surface interest to the skull, because I'm going literal with the Skull Kid. I think he has a mask, but I'm not going. This is Skull Kid without the mask. This is Skull Kid unmasked.
Skull is exposed.
Yes.
If you see Skull Kid unmasked, Skull Kid has a beak.
Yeah, I know he's got birdie type thing, which is why I have a lot of feathers, kind of like as part of this look here, right? Like on the hat. So like, this is a feather I'm not using, so goodbye. But yeah, I'm gonna end up having like lots of feathery things going on eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just really interested to see the wispiness of it, because I feel it. I feel that you're gonna make this pretty wispy.
Whenever I get to come on the show and I know I'm here for four sessions, that's the fun part, because I can like do stuff that I wouldn't ordinarily have patience for, because like, oh cool, I have 2 hours, I can just do whatever I want. And then Mike yells at me for having stuff done ahead of time. It's like, but this is why. That way I can just play.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Hey, man, I don't mind being the bad guy, so you're not hurting me. This is on brand for me.
Like all you're doing is exciting him right now.
Gross.
You're making him stronger.
That's right. That's right. Your tears feed me. Sustenance for me.
Scroll Reaper says that's too powerful. I think he was talking about the chancleta with the infinity stones on it. If anybody does that, I want to print, and it's gonna sit prominently on my desk.
That has to exist somewhere on the internet.
It doesn't. Not in the form I want it. Hold on.
I looked.
Yeah, I did. I actually did look. Infinity stone chancleta. Chancla's fine. So there's some people that are doing it in IRL. But that's about it.
It's not enough for you.
Nope. I want a model. Yep. So like if I go and I bring myself back on, something like this.
Yeah, because that looks exactly like Thanos'
exactly.
Infinity Gauntlet.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I have not seen a good version of this that I'd go, that I want. Right. And I want 2 copies. I'll give one to my mom. My mom's getting one.
Why would you do that to yourself?
She's always had the power. she just needs a physical representation of it.
Oh.
Jamie says, sounds like a job for AI.
Oh my gosh, yeah, how about it?
You know, the more trailers I see of Miss Marvel, I think I'm gonna enjoy that movie.
Oh yeah, it looks
I
good.
love
Looks
that trailer,
good.
man. That trailer was awesome.
You know what? They fixed it because Brie Larson can't carry that movie. But
sure can't.
Can't carry that movie.
You mean the Oscar-winning actress mistakes Captain Marvel?
What'd she get an Oscar for?
The Room.
The Room, or The Room.
The Room?
Yeah.
Was that what was the other movie? Was that the one she did with Sam Jackson? What was the one she did with Samuel Jackson?
I'm not sure, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I thought maybe that might have been the one.
Let's see. Oh wait. Okay, you were joking.
Who's joking?
I actually went into a Google search to try to figure out.
Try to support his foolishness.
Yeah, I was trying to support it. I was just like, which movies did Brie Larson and then it's just like, oh, okay, yeah.
No,
right.
She did do another movie with Samuel Jackson that wasn't a Marvel movie. I'm not kidding.
No?
This division maybe partially.
You want to bet me money?
Oh no, I'm not. I was looking it up. I believed you. Oh, no, was it Kong Skull Island?
No, it wasn't like a big. It wasn't a big stupid movie. It was like a small indie kind of film.
Yeah,
it was actually pretty good.
Huh.
Tony, I'm not having another fever dream, right? Like this. I'm not. Because that has happened.
I believe you. Because I in my brain, I think it's actually happened. So let's go look, because we can do that.
Like, I believe you believe what you're saying, Mike.
I'm fairly certain I watched it. I'm pretty sure I watched it.
You're not talking about Black Snake Moan, are you?
No, that was him, and that was him and the other girl. Yeah, Christina Ricci.
Okay, let's look.
You remember when Samuel Jackson was doing like 20 movies a year?
Like that was,
yeah, like now, like he never stopped doing.
Wait, Sam Jackson was in Skull Island with Brie Larson.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
that,
but it's not that one though. It's like a small little indie film about something.
Brie Larson, Skull Island. Let's go back. All right, before that. No,
This is where the chat is usually like on point. Anybody? Nobody? Ram, help me out.
No, as a matter of fact, Frederick is asking if anybody saw the Johnny Cage trailer.
There's a whole movie with just Johnny Cage?
Johnny Trailer?
Johnny Trailer.
The old Johnny Trailer movie, Cage? From the sea? Remember that one?
Yeah, evidently it's Mortal Kombat Legends cage match.
What?
Huh.
Oh man, I didn't know about that one.
Yep. Let me hit up this description because this description is kind of fun. In 1980s.
Unicorn.
Not in the 1980s. In 1980s.
Oh, Unicorn. Yeah.
Hollywood action star Johnny Cage looking to become an A-list actor already. Wait, what was the movie?
Tony found it. It's Unicorn. Yeah,
it was a Netflix movie.
Didn't she direct that movie? I thought.
Yep.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it wasn't great, but they were in a movie together.
It was okay. You said Johnny Cage?
Like, I'm always impressed on what you do.
It's called Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Match.
Ooh.
Well, unless Jean-Claude Van Damme is playing Johnny Cage, I don't care.
No, it's animated.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you see there's
the animated Mortal Kombat movies have been pretty damn good.
Yeah.
There's a news episode of Invincible out, a special episode about.
I watched it last night with what's her name? The Adam Eve. Yep.
Wait, the new episode of what?
Invincible. It's a preview for the next season. No. It's a preview for the next season. It's only one episode, but it's very good and it's not short. It's like a full episode.
Ben is saying Mortal Kombat is making some good moves. The DLC for the new game will feature Omni-Man, Homelander, and Peacemaker already.
A word? Wow. Okay.
Pretty
yeah,
damn
Mike,
good.
you do the fighting games. Do you do Mortal Kombat, Mike?
I always get Mortal Kombat because I see the cool trailers and then I instantly remember that I can never pull off a finishing move. I don't think I've ever been able to pull off a finishing move in my life. But I see other people do it, so I buy it, and then I'm like, oh, this is not good without the finishing moves.
Oh man, that was the thing back in the day when you would go to the arcade and you see people with the joystick doing the big. I never.
Yeah.
Babality.
The dude is like, finish him, and my guy just stands there,
just wobbling,
while you're just banging on the controllers.
Hey, Mike, can I get that on full screen? Can I get that standing there in full screen?
Absolutely not. You can literally see the look of disappointment in who's the main the guy that says that? Not Shao Kahn, but the other guy. What's his name? The finish him guy. I'll steal your soul guy. That guy.
Yeah, so someone in chat will give it up. There is a name, and I recognize the reference.
Now I might imagine this, but at some point, if you don't do the finish him, doesn't your character stare at you disappointed? Like I feel like that. I feel like that happens.
No, that doesn't happen, but they should.
The dude will just stand there. The dude will just stand there waiting for you to finish him off.
Yeah,
and then if it doesn't happen, he'll finally just be like, fall over. So Shang Tsung, thank you, Scroll. Yeah, that's the one. You can feel the disappointment in his voice when you can't pull it off. Like, this guy.
It didn't happen, but I could feel it.
This dude. Why'd you even give him the money? You can't play the game.
Imagine being beat by the guy that can't do a finisher. That's even worse, right?
Right. That is worse.
It's like you can't even. I'm not even moving. You can't pull off another move.
Arcade games right here. Take your quarterback.
Yeah. How did I lose to you?
Yeah. What are you doing here, man?
I can't do it.
The Painted Dragon is on. Going, hey. What's up, Painted? We also have the happy extruder, not executioner. Looking
got it right
forward
this time.
Yeah, I got it right. Yeah, 1 for 1 today. Looking forward to seeing Isaiah Bradley in New World Order in 2024.
Is he going to be in it? Oh my god! Is it okay? So I need to know more about that. I'm excited. I wish they would do an Isaiah Bradley movie.
Who's Isaiah?
That would be so
Bradley?
dope.
I don't know who that is.
The first
Black Captain America. Yeah, he was the one that they made reference to in the Winter Soldier. I mean, what was it?
Oh, he was
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
He was there.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
He was
in it.
Mike, your
your
camera's
camera
frozen.
Tag on it. Is my screen moving though?
Yeah,
it
your
is.
screen's moving, so you're still good.
Okay.
The camera.
Brett, don't worry. Bradley's going to send me something that will rectify this at some point. I have a cam link that does not like me at all.
Not to be confused with the link that everybody else is modeling on screen today.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Cam link. That's the OnlyFans version of Zelda.
If anybody out there's a comic guy, the Isaiah Bradley they were talking about, there's a series called Truth from Marvel from a few years ago. It was really good.
Truth?
Truth. That's where they tell the first Captain America was black and hidden history of Marvel. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Covered in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where he was, right? That's where I saw him.
But there was a comic. That's where there's an original comic where that story is told.
Wow. Okay. Let's see here. Scroll says, man, Homelander could land somewhere else for all I care. Wait, so you don't want Homelander on there, or you're praising Homelander in that game? I think it's super cool.
I feel like that was a very elaborate way of making a joke. I was like, you see what I did there? Did you get that? You see what I did?
Nope.
Homelander's on Call of Duty right now.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. Is he really? Wow.
Why, like, how does he fit into that universe?
Yeah.
They did a cross promotion. You can get him as a skin. They actually in the what do you call it? Warzone. They have special powers. He has heat vision. It's weird, but he's there.
I mean, this isn't. It's not Fortnite. Like, it doesn't make sense.
I mean, is it not Fortnite though?
And seeing him, I'm seeing images of him with a gun, and that feels really weird.
Him and the girl Starlight or whatever her name is.
Starlight.
They have their own custom guns. Black Noir is on there. Black Noir looks kind of cool in it.
But Black Noir makes sense though.
Yeah.
Wait, you said it's on Call of Duty?
Yeah. I'm seeing the images right now.
But he doesn't have
jarring.
He doesn't have a gun, does he?
Yes.
Does he look
does.
like? Can I see? Can you share?
Yeah, I'll share. Hold
That's
up.
kind of that makes
So
no
this
sense.
is
Is he
your
on
camera on?
Yeah, I know. Give me a second.
He runs around. You can shoot.
That's like putting him in Gran Turismo or something.
I mean, yeah.
Coming to theaters this fall.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, like this is John. This is John.
Wow, that doesn't make any sense.
That's a dope model, though.
Yeah, the model's great, but
I mean, nobody said it wasn't, but like it's just jarring
Doesn't
to
make
see
any
Homelander with a gun.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
So Tony, so you've shot Homelander, like he's running around the map and
Yeah, and he dies with bullets like that.
I'd whoop
It just
his ass,
right?
no?
it just
I'd whoop
doesn't.
that
This
ass.
doesn't feel okay.
Yeah, but you can easily spot him out too. Like that. I would like to know
Look for
someone
the big flag.
wearing that. That's good.
Right. Remember that guy that's completely unkillable? I shot him and killed him
I shot him with one shot in the head and
with a regular bullet. Yeah, and
You guys are overthinking this.
So yeah, like Black
That makes
Noir
sense.
looks cool in this.
His guns are he has a sniper rifle and an assault rifle. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, but the rest of the rest of this really doesn't make sense and it's jarring.
Hey, okay.
Yeah,
all right. Raul's gonna take a couple minutes to collect himself, and then we're gonna move on.
What we should be moving on to is what's good, guys.
Ooh, okay. I got a few, so if you guys want to go first.
I'll go first because I actually have one.
All right, Tony.
My what's good is I got this last week. My Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
I love it. It's great. Is this one? I have the from the first movie. This one has a lot of the variant Spider-Man in it. A lot of the background characters. Chris Anka's in it. A lot of famous illustrators that you know. If you like movie art books, this is a definite get. A lot of the production design, scenes, close-ups of the characters, and I'm obsessed with the Spider-Verse movies, and I love it. So, worth the buy if you're into these books.
Nice.
That's awesome. Did you get the shoe collab?
I don't do the shoes. I don't do Jordans. Very often. The only Jordans I ever had, my sister bought me a pair, and my mom bought me a pair from TJ Maxx in 1996.
Wait, what?
And all right, so
Max.
there's a story. Remember the Dream Team when they got all the really popular NBA players on the Olympic team? Yeah. So a couple of years, like 2 years after that, TJ Maxx gets all of the off-season sneakers. So my family, we can never afford Jordans, right? But they had these pair of Jordans that were Michael Jordan Dream Team edition, in my size. And back then I wore a size 13, so it was impossible to get my shoe size. And my mom, that was my first pair of Jordans.
Did your shoe size shrink because you said back then?
No, I'm 13, 14, depending on how the shoe is made. Okay. But they were my first pair of Jordans. And the second pair of Jordans I got last year as a birthday present for my sister.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And even though I've had the money since then to get Jordans if I want to, I can't bring myself to here. There were these right here. I can't bring myself to spend that much money on shoes. Every once in a while I'll spend like $100, but I can't spend 150, 200 bucks on shoes. It doesn't.
But as an adult, if I spend that, it'll last me like years.
Yeah,
because I don't go through shoes like that, like I did like with a kid as a kid.
Yeah, these were the exact pair.
Nice.
I love those.
I actually like those. I would buy those.
Yeah.
If they put these out again, I'm sure they would go for a ton of money.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway. I'm sure they have put them out again.
Yeah,
probably multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad, do you have a what's good?
I do have a what's good.
What's good, sir?
Kind of in keeping with this the theme here, and I was thinking like a swamp version of my character here. I ordered and just got, and I'm so excited to read this, the whole Swamp Thing saga.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I've heard very good things about it. I don't know if Tony, I know that you're a comic guy. Have you ever read these Swamp?
I have a few in my collection, but yeah, they're good. They are good.
Dude, it's Alan Moore, so it's probably really good.
Exactly, yeah, and it's got the artwork looks awesome. Like I'm just really
when I'm buying books, why aren't you bringing these things up?
Yeah, I mean it looks like it's a really cool thing. Again, I haven't, I love getting like big story collections, and
let's get back to that.
Kind of piecemeal things together. And this set is just really nice. Like it's got comes all together like this, and it's got its own little carrying thing with it. And
can you show off the back, Brad?
What, this?
Yeah, show off the back part too. Wait, it's the same. Okay,
same around. Okay.
Yeah, same on both sides. But I mean, this is again 6 volumes of it. Very, very psyched to go through this all and see what's up, because it's a cool character. I like to kind of check that out. So yeah, very excited to read that.
Man. Yeah.
Nice.
Good stuff. What about you, Bradley? What's your what's good?
My what's good is that I swapped out. I got a new monitor and a new chair. So I had a Dell Ultra Sharp monitor here that I changed to this Corsair Xeon monitor, which is awesome. And I got my embodied chair in, which is
Bradley. Is that a rolly? I guess I'm gonna see it today, but is that like a rolly table on the side? Like what is that to the left? So
it's a little like cart, like table tray that I have to put like books and stuff on.
I might need something like that.
Yeah, because like I needed extra space. I didn't want to clutter everything, but I got my new embody chair and my new monitor, so very happy with. And I cleaned everything, so clean.
Did you post your new command center on Discord? Because
He did not.
No,
people
No,
would
he did
love
not.
to see that.
no. But
It's not like we have a section in the Discord to drop something like that.
we do, but I didn't. I was just cleaning. I didn't think it. I didn't think about it. But that's
Mike,
not what's good.
What? Thank you, Bradley. Mike, what's good for this week?
Yeah, I got a couple. So, as we mentioned earlier, it was my birthday on Saturday, and so first of all, my wonderful wife gave me just a full day of pampering, and that was nice. So thank you to her. Also, my good friend Bradley Kohler hooked me up with some Craftsman DLP resin, which I will be using. Yep, it's the good stuff. So I will be using this on my Photon M3 Premium, and Brad Groatman sent me some awesome speed painting, a speed paint set from Army Painter. So super excited to crack this open. There's a lot of paint in here, and I'm really looking forward to giving this a try. So thank you to you guys as well. A lot of birthday love. Okay, so also I got one other thing. This week I became a brand ambassador to let's see if I can get my screen to change over. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, to Lychee Slicer. So I have not used Lychee Slicer before. I always used what's the other one? Brad, Cheetah Box. Yeah. So Cheetah Box. So yeah, that's the one I was using before. Lychee reached out to me, said, "Yo, I really like your work." They said it like that. I was like, that's kind of informal. Yo, no, they didn't say that. They said, "Hey, I really like your work, and we'd love to have you as a brand ambassador." And I was like, I would love to try your software. So I actually set it up yesterday and set up some supports and a print for this job I'm doing for a client just to see how it works. And it looked pretty dope. So I'm really looking forward to getting started with this. And they also hooked me up with some stuff that maybe we might turn into prizes later. So a little foreshadowing. And that's it. That's my what's good.
Foreshadowing. Good stuff, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. And happy birthday once again.
Thank you.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Ba, 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 ba.
Thank you.
I don't know why we didn't mention it on the 100th episode when we had everybody on here.
Yeah,
so.
because it was Friday and Saturday was my birthday, so it didn't make sense.
But it
makes sense.
It wasn't.
Absolute sense.
It wasn't closer. What is this? Price is Right? Like we like
yeah. It wasn't. It wasn't my birthday. It wasn't my birthday yet.
It doesn't matter.
That's
You
why.
will be the same age next year anyway.
Oh, dude, I've been the same age for 25 years, bro. That's the truth be told. I stopped counting so long ago. I am immortal. This is the thing about me, and you guys may not know this. Let me get a full screen on this.
Come on, camera one.
Hey, everybody. I'm Mike Thompson. You may know me from such things as Just for Men Gray, where I paint my hair on my face and my head to be black and look young and live forever. That's it. That's all I wanted. That's all. Thank you. They're not a paid sponsor.
Yeah.
They're not a paid sponsor, but I would.
Right.
Yeah, I'd like for them to be a paid sponsor. Hey, Just for Men Black, holler at your boy. I would love to talk about your stuff.
Next thing you
That's
know,
it.
we got hymns knocking down our front door.
Hey, they pay.
They sure do.
Mm.
They sure do. Don't get it wrong. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. So for me, guys, and I'll actually pop on camera for a second here. So my wife and my baby boy ended up going to Europe this week, and they left me with my eldest, my daughter. And I have never spent so much quality alone time with
Good
her.
for you.
And so that so far has been amazing. We've had activities every day. Going over to Bradley's house is our activity for today.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, it's been great. Yesterday we went bowling. We've gone out to eat quite a few times. The wallet's getting drained. Right now she's in a she had a sleepover today, which is one of the first sleepovers she's had. And then what was it? We went to a trampoline park the day before. Like it's been nonstop good times. So that's definitely what's good for me. Also, I've been meaning to drain the loop in my PC, and I added the new they're not really all that new. They came out last year, but the Lian Lee Unifans, the Infinity, and those fans look beautiful. Like, it looks like I added jewelry to my PC case. So I don't know if I could get like a thing there. Like, you can't really see it all that well, but I'll drop an
Those
image in
cool-
the Discord.
Don't those cool really well too?
Yeah, they
The
cool.
Lian Lee?
Yeah, they cool really well. They're super quiet. I know Bradley has had other issues with it. But not they weren't with the Infinities.
Okay.
These are super quiet. They're cooling really well, so hopefully it
Yes.
keeps up. So
That's what's up.
yeah, man.
Did the wife sign off on the sleepover? Because that's important. You can't just be waiting until she goes out of town and sanctioning a sleepover on your own.
I was
Mike-
going to ask those questions.
Mike-
I was not going to ask those questions.
I am the captain now.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I am the captain now.
Uh-oh.
Famous last
Nothing
words.
good. Yeah, nothing good ever came of those words.
I was going to ask those questions. I was gonna
Works for Ahab.
See? I know what to ask. I know what to ask.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
No,
Well.
moving along.
So if you've enjoyed seeing Raul in these past episodes, please send a contribution to his
In
fund.
lieu of flowers,
Yeah,
please
you
send
can.
donations.
Yeah, I'll give
Yeah.
you the address for the flowers for the memorial.
This GoFundMe is going to be wild.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no lie. All right, getting back to chat, Mike. So we're gonna back up a little bit. Scroll says, man, Homelander could. Okay, yeah, we already got that. The next one was Gilbert Gottfried is evidently a character in the Johnny Cage movie. It's pretty
Oh, yeah?
interesting.
Okay.
I don't know which one. I haven't seen the trailer, so I don't know. But it would be great to hear his voice again.
Yeah. Wasn't he a parrot in the Aladdin thing?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
That's his. A small little role he had.
And the duck, the Affleck duck. I know Gilbert Gottfried.
Affleck duck. Is he really? He's not. No.
Yeah, 100%. He's the Affleck duck.
No.
Yeah, that's not
way.
not a joke.
It makes
Of course.
sense. It makes
Of course.
sense that he did.
Yeah, I'm not making that up.
Affleck? No way. That can't be true. Okay. If it is, that's cool. Jamie says, I don't have enough thumbs for those games. That's true. Up, down, left, right, babality. Ben says the arcade secrets back in the day. Yeah, I would just punch the guy if I had to finish him.
Yeah, that's I still do to this day. That's how I finish them.
No, it's an uppercut, bro.
punch him.
It's at least an uppercut.
I've knocked the guy off of the bridge down onto the spikes one time. That was the closest I've gotten to anything of worth.
Anything good, yeah. Mike, your camera froze again.
Oh, for crying out loud. All right. This is as good as you get. This is as good as it goes right now. I've had zero problems with my camera all week. And in fact, Bradley was like, hey, Mike, why are you having me even send you this thing? And I was like, it's going to mess up. Don't worry.
What did he send you?
The better cam link. The better one.
The HD60?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It'll be in the box with hats.
Yep.
Mm.
Maybe. We'll see.
This guy.
Hey, bro, hey, dog, don't
This
don't
guy.
come. Don't come.
Hey,
If you're gonna do that, don't
why you
come.
do it? If you're gonna do it, why you
This-
gonna do it?
Don't
This
come.
dude. This dude.
Like,
The
you
painted
hear me say,
dragon
right? I said,
says,
don't come. You heard me, right?
yeah, the painted dragon says, you guys seen the Invincibles 2 season 2 trailer?
I seen the trailer, but I watched that. I watched that thing last night. Yeah,
Wait,
I
they
watched
only had one
the.
season of that show? Wow, I thought there was
Yeah,
more.
it was a big season. Yeah, yep.
Okay. And the Happy Extruder says, yes, my cousin created the character. He wrote Truth. He passed away, but would be proud to see the character on screen. My cousin was Robert Morales.
Oh, okay, cool. That's
Wait,
dope.
what are we talking about? Character for what? Remind me.
Isaiah. First
Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah
Bradley. Yeah, yes.
How'd you forget that? How did you possibly forget
Because
that
I have
part?
so much.
There's
Useless trivia in my head.
two Brad Bradleys on the stream right now.
All right, I lost nerd cred. That's okay.
Where does the monster hand start?
I don't know about you all, but you might want to save.
It's up.
just
Yeah,
because-
you want to
Ooh,
save.
Jesus.
Monster hand goes all the way up to the shoulder.
I know there's some artifacting that happens.
Oh, it's artifacting. Yeah, it's artifacting.
Like it's stopping right here.
Yeah, right before the joint, right before the elbow.
How am I looking, Groatman?
Well,
Oh, Jesus.
I think the legs being in a straight line like that are not. I would have one leg more to your left now, like the back leg maybe should be more back. You know what I mean? Right now they're in a perfect straight line, which means you can tip them over just by pushing on them. So I would have.
This one should be aligned with the shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. Like just honestly, you could probably just rotate the entire lower body clockwise. You know, about like 15 degrees, and you should be good. That's what I would say. But also, you know, there's a bit of a straight torso situation going on. I don't know if I ever mentioned how much I think spines need to be twisted. It may have come up once or twice.
It's twisted. Look, the shoulders are back.
This is why you ask the question.
I did ask the question.
Yep.
And then
Had you not have asked, he wouldn't be answering right now.
I've never seen Brad push back before. I always just see him take it. I love that.
So you're
look
saying
at
like
that torso,
this?
Tony. You see how perfectly straight up and down that is? You see how perfectly straight up and down that is?
Okay.
That's right. If I can press him on his chest and he falls backwards, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So you're saying move the upper forward?
Get that S shape, son.
I mean, I would do a little bit of a C curve there personally from the front. Get a little, rotate the body forward and then arch the back a touch. That's just me. Also, a
Have
little bit
sunglasses on inside. You might be able to see what you're doing.
This is to shield me from the constructive criticism.
See? I do it.
It doesn't hurt as bad when I got sunglasses on.
Go gadget self-esteem.
Go get self-esteem. No, all invaluable. He's right as usual.
Hey, at least he's telling you early. That's you're ahead of most of us.
Well, he did ask, so
I know.
Okay, he did.
I know. Yeah, no, it's good. I ask, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he does ask. Sometimes
He when I'm like, hey Brad, I just finished slicing this. He's like, well, I think you should take Carnage's whole lower body and flip it. That was the most egregious shit ever because he was right. He was 100% right, but he told me after I had completely finished the piece. And I was like, where were you for like 6 years when I was working on this thing?
And the worst thing is, like, we lost it, right? Like, we lost it.
We lost it after it was so cool, and now I don't know where it is. It's gone.
It's just
that was painful, man. I changed motherboards and somehow it got lost.
It was one of those things where I think I was just I was in doubt as to whether or not like I was right in seeing what I thought I was seeing, and then after a while I was like, no, I think I am right. And then I was like, should I tell him?
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's roll. I know because Raul's always allowing us to talk, but let's let him go through all the chats so we can get out of Mortal Kombat like conversation. Go ahead, Raul. Let's just go through it.
Yeah. So Scroll says that he didn't he didn't enjoy Homelander, and so he doesn't really care about him. He pissed him off in the show. The Happy Extruder says Robert and Kyle Baker and Alex Alonso. I feel like I missed the context to this, but when I look at the prior thing, Happy, I apologize about the chat. If you could just remind us what you're talking about there. Ben had to bounce out. We didn't get to say bye to him because that was about 15 minutes ago, but bye, Ben. Appreciate you coming on.
Ben, watch the VOD so you can see us saying goodbye.
Yeah, exactly. I would have Mike look into the camera, but we know how that's working right now. The Happy Extruder says, I've used Starlight, but all my teammates stand behind me waiting for me to die.
Oh, that's the Call of Duty thing, right?
Yeah, that's a Call of Duty thing. Scroll says those books look awesome, and those were specifically I saw when this came in when Tony was showing off his books. Scroll also says I used my 170 pair of Jordans to landscape and broke through the soles.
You wore Jordans to landscape?
Oh my gosh! Wow!
It's like wearing a suit to mow the lawn.
The hood will never forgive you.
My heart. But they were so comfortable for yard work. I reasoned it out that I was making good enough money to replace some bad move.
Yeah.
Ow.
That's not how that works.
No, not even close.
They were the cement threes at that. Those go for a clip right now.
Dude.
Ugh. And Giants on the stream says, I like your setup, Bradley.
Yeah, I do too. That's crazy cool.
Nice. Yep.
I like that Bradley's office is so bright too. Like I need to reconsider brightening up my work area.
Oh yeah, yours is a dark blue. I just looked at that. Yeah, that's.
I like that blue. What are you talking about? That's dope.
Yeah, I love this blue. I'm not changing the blue, but I do like the idea of a bright room too. I should have office A and office B depending on my mood. That's what I'm saying.
Guys, I hate to do this, but like Raul, I am watching my daughter by myself this week, and I gotta take her somewhere real quick.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I gotta drop her off. I'll try to be back in like 15 minutes or so on.
Brother.
All right. I'm gonna just. All right.
Thanks, Tony.
See you guys.
All right. Thanks,
Tony Gore, one half of the Super Friends.
Yep.
My
better half.
Your better half, and your wife walks into the room now. What the? Okay. Jamie B says that he loves the setup. Scroll says dope setup. Merry birthday from Scroll over to Mike.
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Merry New Year.
Some more happy belated birthdays. This is to Brad at Groatman. Is there an art from Bernie Winston?
No, he's I think he's one of the creators of Swamp Thing, right? But yeah, no, his art itself, he's not one of the artists in this series. I went through and I was checking that art by, and he's not listed as one of the guys.
Okay. All right.
Who is the artist on that? Does it say?
There's like 4 or 5 names listed.
Okay.
You know, like it's a little bit different, but yeah. Stephen Bissett, John Totalman, Sean McManus, Rick Veitch, Alfredo Alcala, Ron Randall, and sorry, yes, Bernie Wrightson. But it's weird because they misspelled his name. Because they said Swamp Thing created by Bernie Wrightson. They spelled Bernie with an E, but in the art by he dropped the E. So maybe when he's drawing, he has no time for the E. No time.
Well, listen, here at the Stylus League, we don't know anything about misspelling names, so let's keep it moving.
No, we don't.
Wow. Thank you, Stolo.
no.
Wow, you did not have to do that, man.
Yeah, I was getting ready to hop in and say this, but Stolo said, missed 100 live, love the show, keep it rolling. YouTube won't let me do 100 even, and that is $100 super chat. So Stolo, thank you for the love, sir.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for the love.
That's awesome.
That's a beautiful thing. Thanks so much, man.
We really appreciate it. And
we can turn the lights on.
We can turn the lights on. Maybe YouTube will send us a check now.
Actually, yeah.
Because they have not sent us a check since we got live, because we haven't hit the threshold yet. But yeah, Stolo, thank you very much again. Really appreciate that.
Really nice.
And we can, I'm pretty sure we can star that too, can't we, Bradley? It's the first
I put a
time.
star, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so is it like pinned? Yeah.
No, I think I took it off. Now it's there. Okay.
Now it's there. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, again, Stolo, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, let me.
So nice, Stolo.
Yeah, it actually threw me off when.
Yeah, let me help you get back on track.
We're back on setups. Merry birthday, happy belated.
Oh, Frederick, this one.
Yeah. All right. So actually, we were on coming up to Gus. So I actually have. I'm gonna go to solo layout, and I'm gonna do something. Somebody got a little something in the mail, and that was
beanie time.
That was Senor Gus opening the laptop that he, or not the laptop, the desktop he finally got from the competition.
Look at that handwritten note from the Stylus League, son.
Yeah, really. Mike really sat down, thought of the most thoughtful note he could write. There's
something on the other side, There's something on the other side, you jerk. See? Look at that.
Awesome.
See?
Awesome.
Wow. Nah.
Congratulations. You did a fantastic job. Well deserved.
Absolutely.
Well
Absolutely.
deserved. I'm you know what? I'm just happy he finally got it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm happy he got it. It did take a minute.
It looks great.
To get over there.
I can't wait to see what you create with it, man.
Yeah, Gus and Stolo made my day. That was fantastic. I'm happy you guys. We worried about the tower getting there, and Stolo, man, thank you.
Made the stream worth it, guys. Legitimately.
Definitely.
Speaking of which, if you like this stream, do one of these. Drop a thumbs up, drop a like on the stream, share it out with anybody that you think would like the stream. And if you're not subscribed, what you doing, man?
Please do.
What you doing? Please hit clicky that big red button. So thank you, Gus, for sharing that. Thank you again, Stolo, for the super chat. I actually forgot that feature existed in our chat. So thank you guys for making this community amazing. All right, so Happy Extruder says definitely hit up Clayton Uncle Jesse. He has profiles for it.
Yeah, he's talking about Lychee, I think.
Yeah.
The Lychee. Yep.
I was watching Uncle Jesse earlier. I specifically typed in Lychee in his thing. I saw he had some new settings that new for me. But yeah, I can't wait to check that out.
Okay.
Shout out to Uncle Jesse. He's a boss, and thank you for so much information that you shared. Like, some people really get you on track, and he's one of those guys.
Yeah, I wish I could see the sincerity in your eyes, but I'm sure you had it.
Well, just look at my frozen hat, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank goodness it didn't freeze me in some really awkward mouth pose. So
that's why I'm mad. I wish it did. That's good entertainment right there.
No, not at all.
All right, Sparky says it's a good time to save. Can you guys do that?
That's true. Yeah,
save your work, and that goes for everybody who's sculpting along with us today. Go ahead and hit that save button. Not Control S. Evidently, I was wrong when I said that.
Mike, community, has anyone peer ref has been acting really weird, man. It gets sticky it locks up my screen whenever I use it. Like I don't know what the hell is going on with that.
Yeah, you're frozen now too, Bradley. Okay,
no, he's not. He's like Drax the Destroyer. Like he can just his movements are imperceptible to the human eye. That's what it is.
I'm moving.
I can see you eating that Zagnar nut.
I did want to make a comment that shirt that Gus is wearing in that photo, no holes in it. Problematic. No holes. I actually had to double check to make sure it was him.
Slightly off brand for you, Gus.
Yeah, very actually. Yeah. Very off brand. Let's see here. Bob Benjamin on the stream. What's up, Bob? Welcome to the league. I've been learning ZBrush on my own for the last 4 months. I wanted to know, where can I learn how to sculpt toys and collectibles?
Panel.
Yeah, you gotta go. You keep coming back here. That's number one. But if somebody's learning how to sculpt in ZBrush, where would you guys kind of point them to?
My recommendation is that Mike has a wonderful series, like lots and lots of content on ZBrush Live. If you look him up,
there's
like throughout the years, he's done a lot there.
There's a lot of stuff on ZBrush Live from myself and other amazing sculptors. I was giving my answer though, dog. Like it was all you. Yeah. I don't know nobody else. Look, can I finish? Good. Yeah.
Mike has a lot of great content.
Just me
on ZBrush Live. He also has a wonderful tutorial for anti-venom that you can also pick up that will help you learn. He also
start to finish.
He also has a great Gnomon tutorial out there that you can also learn from there.
Big facts.
Yeah. So, Mike, who else would you like to promote?
Plug. Brad's got some plugs himself.
Well, I was gonna say, we had last week at the hundreds, we had some people on who do ZBrush Live too. Like Brendan Bankston, for example, does a sculpting collectibles stream for ZBrush Live too. At least he did. I'm not sure if he's still.
But the content's still there, though.
The content's still there, and it's evergreen.
YouTube and just type in collectibles. There are some, I think, some artists who do things with that in mind as well. So that's, again, I guess it depends on what you're looking to do. If you're looking for the actual cutting and keying for that kind of thing, or just sculpting characters that look good as statues, But yeah, Mike's stuff is stop number one, if you ask me. But that's
well, I would say if you want to see something from start to finish, and you and you like superheroes, you might want to check out my anti-venom that Bradley mentioned. It's on my art station. There's a link to it right in the store where you can buy it. And hey, listen, if maybe it's time for me to do another Stylus League coupon. So maybe I'll do a Stylus League coupon as well. Not for Noman, but for my personal one. So if you hit me up in the Discord, if you guys are interested in it, I can set up a coupon for you that'll be specifically for people who watch this stream, and you can pick up the anti-venom if you don't have it already.
If you at me in the Discord, just if you want the discount, just go to our Discord, at me, and I will make sure the individual people get it.
Yes, sir.
Another good resource that's also within our ZBrush community, Kotri 3D. If you look him up, he does a lot of great tutorial stuff too. Kotri is amazing. So you can look him up, and if you go look at our 100 stream, just go to our 100 stream and capture every name there, and every last one of those people can help you learn.
Yeah, a great community shout out, Bradley. Yeah, and I would say if you're starting out too, join the Discord community if you haven't already done so. We have an amazing community there. You can post your work in progress, ask for feedback, get help. Just about everybody that you see come on as a guest to the stream is on there, as well as all of you lovely people. So Yeah, it's
Can
a
you
great
show some
community.
of the work? I know we haven't I know we always tell people to join our Discord, but if you go to our Discord and you see the whip section and the work in progress and people actually helping each other out, there's a lot of good support there too, as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of good support on our Discord, so I would go there as well. And doesn't Ian have a thing too that he does for like beginners?
Yeah. And really, like if you go to the Maxon site for ZBrush and you go to their tutorial page, what's it called? You got ZBrush Classroom. There's so much really good content to get you started with the individual brushes and tools and things like that to walk you through them. Like that, and Mike Pavlovich is insane with the amount of detail that he gives on everything. Yeah, go to Mike's page. Mike Pavlovich was a guest on the show, and he is a really big proponent of teaching ZBrush.
Great. So hopefully we were able to answer the question, Bob. But thank you for hopping in here and learning with us. Let's see here. Ahmed Saad. What's up, Ahmed? Says, hey, can I ask, can I be good in anatomy with just reference? I practice 4 hours a day.
I mean, that's the only way you are.
4 hours a day.
Yeah, that's the only way I know you can.
Yeah.
All right. So the answer, sir, yes.
That's the only way. But yeah, I mean, referee. Like again, never underestimate the importance of reference, because it's weird, right? Like we all have like body parts, and yet you just never know what. It's weird how little you know about how you actually look when you do things that you do all the time.
Yeah, I don't want to look at myself in the mirror anymore. Not post COVID. Not post COVID.
Where is?
So Jay says, question for Mike. I heard from a friend you have a great speech on pricing oneself, not charging too little. Was there a question there though?
I imagine he wants to know what I think about it. Yeah, sure. So I always tell my students that they should never undervalue themselves, and even when you're starting off, right, like when you don't know what you're doing, there's basically two things you can do, right? And I tell you this from a place of experience. When I first got started, I was one of those artists that was like, people would ask me to do a job, and then when it would come time for me to charge for it, I'd be like, well, what do you want to pay? And they were like, I'll give you $5, and I'd be like, okay. And then I would go to bed and I'd feel like an a-hole because I just spent a week on this thing that I got $20 for, or whatever it was. Yeah. So what I would suggest is you're either going to you're working for experience and portfolio work that you can show to get more work, or you're working for money. And then as you do it, you'll be doing both, right? So prime example is I did this thing recently for a Netflix movie that just came out yesterday, and I can now show the piece, and I got paid for it on top of it. You know what I'm saying? When I started, I would have done something that might go into print, but it would have been for a little bit of money because I didn't have a whole lot of clients. So it's very important that you charge something that is reflective of the time you spent on it. And if you are not the best yet, then, you just keep that in mind as you're charging. Like, I wouldn't charge $1 million for something when I was starting off, but like now, if I'm going to spend a whole lot of time on something, a month plus on, let's say this small Ahsoka piece right here, I'm clearly going to charge something that makes up for my time and then my experience as well. So yeah, don't ever undercharge. Or let me rephrase that. Don't ever undervalue your work, because it's very easy as artists for us to do that and to let people talk us down or make us feel like, oh, well, it's not worth it, or I'll just go somewhere else or whatever. I used to have a dude in my barbershop that would hit me up and be like, "Oh man, you a good."
All right.
There we go. Now it's
Awesome.
frozen
Yeah.
at the perfect
All right,
time.
cool,
Proper frozen now.
That was a good speech.
Yeah,
He was right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I agree with all of that.
So as a buyer, because I'm a buyer of the work that artists do. Don't pro tip, don't give a range. The worst thing you can do is give in a negotiation is to give someone a range. Because it's always gonna be at the lowest end of that range, right? So always make sure that you're, especially when you're doing price negotiations, that you are definitive with exactly what you're looking for, and exactly what you want to get out of the project. So I can say that again from the business end. I have so many people that they're like, I don't know, I kind of want like. And I'm in a weird position where I like actually go, no. I want you to tell me what you think you're worth. And most people don't do that, right? I've actually negotiated myself out of better deals because I'm talking to the artist like, no, you need to stop doing that. Don't give me a range. What do you want to get paid for this job? Give me the number, right? So yeah, I believe that that's something else that you guys can kind of take away.
Yeah, I agree. That could be applied for anything.
Yeah, that's for if you're asking for a raise at work. That's for every. Do not give a range. If you're going out for a new job, do not give a range. You always say, "I want this." And for anybody who doesn't know how to negotiate, always ask for more than what you think you can get. They're gonna negotiate.
I would also say, don't let anyone pressure you. Like you do what you feel comfortable with. What you like. Everyone's living situation is different, right? Like do what you feel is comfortable for you to be paid. Yeah. But I would always start with the industry standard. I don't care. Look up the industry standard and go from there.
Yeah, makes it a lot of sense. Let's see. Scroll says the Honda Street Fighter 6 pose I think can help for Ganondorf's pose. They're similar. Ganondorf is no longer on screen so
but we gotta get Tony simply to take a picture of himself in that pose and see where
I think that'll be great. Actually,
your legs are.
I want to see both of those. Frederick says Sean Forsyth has some good keying and cutting tutorials and good sculpting tutorials in general.
Oh, I gotta check that guy out. Yeah, because keying and cutting is, especially if you want to print, that's going to make or break the whole process. I know from experience that a bad idea for where to put the key and cut. It's a bit of a problem.
If you guys are wondering what's the purpose of super chats, we just now would have gotten a Solo's message. So
it superseded everyone else. That's cool.
No, that's on purpose. That's the point of the super chats. It superseded all the other chats. So, And Stolo says, they better pay you. Love the dedication to the grind. Yeah. Thanks. I don't know what the threshold is. I can't remember, but you have to get past like $100 or something like that on YouTube before they pay you like the next quarter over. It's pretty ridiculous, actually. So we have Orlando on the stream saying good morning, guys. Good morning,
what's up,
chat. That was a good 20 minutes ago. Gus says, thanks, guys. I'll test the PC later and when I get home. Great. Wait, was that not at your house? Or was that just like later?
He might not be home right now.
Yeah, he might not be home right now but he took the photo. We got Smith, period. This is the last Smith. All right. This is the Smith. Okay. Says, I love the posing by Brad. It got me wanting to go to Maya right now and try it for myself with my
See,
models.
Brad is why I love rigging. Like, that's Brad. You're the reason why. All right, you're the reason why I rig. All right, and already you had your A pose. You already had the same mesh that you had. Can you pull up that Maya scene? Let me see that Maya scene. Look, can I see that Maya scene? Like this is why you rig already.
Well, it's also again, it's because like I mentioned before. You have to guard against yourself sometimes, and one of the things is that transpose master is you can do it and it works and you can pose and you can get a pose, but the problem is it's such a pain to pose that when you finally get a pose that kind of works, you're tempted to be like, all right, I'm good, and then you move on because you don't experiment with that. But with a rig where you can kind of just make keyframes and say, okay, I'll try a pose on frame 5 and on frame 10 and frame 15, and you can just kind of push things around. If you don't like it, you just move it. It's not like it's not a major ordeal every time you want to tweak the pose. And that's so yeah, it's definitely, whether it's an auto rigger or whether it's a rig that you make yourself, I think it's always a good idea to kind of guard against your own tendency to be too easily satisfied with the pose, because again, posing is a pain when you're masking and moving around, and I can't live like that. So if you can get whether it's like I said, whether it's an auto rig or whatever, but some way to kind of make it so that you're more likely to try different poses, I think that's always going to be better, especially for a render or a statue, because again, you're only going to see one pose, and if it's not exciting or dynamic, then it's going to feel uninteresting ultimately. And the more, again, I try and break body parts a lot, like bend them, hyperextend them sometimes, because again, like you're almost trying to make motion blur sometimes in your poses, and motion blur sometimes it makes things look weird. Sometimes you want to have your pose look weird. I'm just saying, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, do you realize we have 3 more weeks to do this?
I do, and I have literally nothing done except for a little detail on the skull. Like I have literally nothing done.
I hate that you keep treating me like a blind man and I'm not looking at the screen. It's very hurtful. It's very hurtful that you keep saying that.
Wait,
that was weird. My whole internet went out for the whole house. That was weird. I had to go reboot the router. Yeah, it was bananas.
Guys, every like that gets dropped on the stream is just one more drop in the bucket to make sure that Mike's internet remains stable.
Can you help fund my internet today? only $1 a week.
Only you got the Sarah McLachlan.
I was just about
to yeah.
Oh, Tony's back. What's up, man?
I've been back, and I will not be posing as E Honda.
Someone was watching the stream while he was gone. Zen Zane is on. What's up, Zen? Jamie says the help and feedback in the Discord is what keeps me going to progress.
That's a great community down in Discord. Like, and again, whenever Stylus League has the contest and stuff like that, man, the stuff that's put in there is just crazy.
Yeah,
so excited to go there and check it out.
Absolutely.
I wanna bring back if we did, I want to say we did this, but like a community spotlight where every week we pull out like one of our favorites that got dropped into the Discord.
Again, it's just amazing how much stuff is done in hell, how good it is.
Yep. Orlando says, by the way, guys, did you see the new stuff in ZBrush 2023.2?
Yes.
There was a whole lot, right? I mean, the main thing was that anchor brush, it seemed to me. Like I got completely lost on the gray range thing for spotlight. Like I'm not really sure. That felt way too theoretical, like way too abstract. But yeah, the anchor brush looked interesting. What was the other thing? There's like 4 things, right? The anchor brush. Oh, that other thing where you kind of make things stick to each other. What's that called?
The stick to each other brush?
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking like
Stick to
pinning
each other
stuff.
brush.
You can
the
pin it
contact
to the
points.
wall.
The contact points.
I call them the sticky Mickeys. All right. So Orlando says, I like posing. I like the posing brush.
Yeah, I think that was the anchor thing. Yeah, it was actually the one thing I really loved about that was that you can have like a tube or a cylindrical shape that was already like bent or rotate, like kind of like up and down. You can still essentially change the width along its length, which was really kind of cool, which wasn't the case before. So yeah, that was really interesting.
Okay. Reggie says, I wanted to hear the rest.
Yeah, Mike was dropping some knowledge, and then he just...
really all Mike was saying is go get your bag. Get your bag.
No, so where did I drop out? Was I at the barbershop?
You're talking about a story about someone you knew.
No. So I was at a bar. I used to go get my hair before the pandemic. I used to go to this thing called a barbershop, you guys. Now I cut it myself. But yeah, true story. But no, there was this dude that was like, I think he found out I did something, and he was like, "Oh man, you know what? You're a good artist. I should let you draw my girlfriend." And I was like, first of all, you lost me at let. Yeah, you lost me at let. And then that was the thing. Like, you know, like he's doing me a favor by letting me draw his girlfriend. I don't think so. So that the whole point of that story was. The young stupid me would have been like, okay, you know what I mean? But don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great a story, is the moral of the story. Like, you guys were waiting. I should have just I should have not finished the story. Then you guys would have been on pins and needles.
No, but I think that's true. I think that's absolutely true because like there's like little subtle psychological things which I don't think are accidental that people will kind of do to kind of make you almost put you on the defensive without being obviously defensive about it. Like that's
100%.
Yeah, little thing, but it's definitely something that when you hear that, like, all right, this clown.
Yeah, that's the thing with artists. Like, undervalue the artist's work to get it for cheap. You know, like that's how you do things, and you know, sometimes it works.
Yeah. By the way, the Painted Dragon says the Discord link or link tree isn't on your YouTube links.
Oh.
It's in the description of the stream. He said he just had to go to Instagram to find the link tree to get to the Discord. Yeah, it's in the description.
Oh, is it in there? Okay, good. I was hoping it was. I thought it was.
Yeah, no, the link is in the description, and it's in the description of every stream. It's a template, so it's there. And I just clicked it, and it still works. So yeah, it's in the description.
Maybe on the you know what it is? I think he's referring to when you go to the Stylus League YouTube page, the About section. You have links there for Instagram and Facebook, but you might want to put the other stuff there too. I think that's what he's referring to.
Yeah, yeah, that is accurate. It's not in there. It's not in there. Yeah. So we. Scroll says, is that the same thing as a range or is it different because you're setting the anchor to make the 27,000 not feel as high since they see 3,000 and they think that they're getting a sweeter deal? Yeah, so anchoring is a psychological process of asking for something really high, and then that's the anchoring point, and then when you go lower, they feel like it's a deal. We use anchoring all the time.
Was that like 1995 as opposed to $20?
Yeah. So anchoring would be that's not that. It would be more like you're always gonna sell it for 1995, but you put it up for 60 and discount it to 1995.
Yeah,
right?
I
hate
love
those
that.
people.
Like you'll see something in the store, it'll say it was $200 and you can get it for 50.
Yeah.
You could get it for 99 cents. It's like, wait a second.
No, I hate that practice. That is not a good practice.
Well, it psychologically, it works. So
I know it does. I think it's evil. That's just me. That's my opinion.
Yeah, you're playing with psychology. That marketing is applied psychology.
Yeah.
So yes, that would be anchoring. Scroll and giving a range is different because when you give a range, you anchor, but you always anchor on the lowest point, because nobody is going to want to pay the most that they can pay you, right?
Conversely, they don't want to pay the lowest either, so they'll go. You actually ask for the mid range by adding that your range. So if like you really want $2,000, say, oh, I'll take between 1,500 and 3,500, and they'll be like, well, how about 2,000? You're like, okay.
Yeah, I would recommend against giving a range. Again, I would always recommend giving a solid number that's higher than what you expect to get.
I only give ranges personally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we could talk about it.
Give a range, like aren't if you say it can be between 1 and 3,000, we'll say okay, we'll take it for 1. Like then what do you say? Well, no.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Like, you don't ask for anything that's less than you're willing to accept. So if I want $2,000, I'll say, look, between 1,800 and 3,500. And
now,
then if they hit me,
range, is it kind of like it could end up being more as I work on it kind of a thing, or is it something that you are kind of hashing out ahead of time?
Well, that's the price, but revisions are going to be more.
Right. Okay. That's what I was going to say, because basically the range is not like, well, you could choose to spend more if you want. I think what you're saying, it might end up being as much as this as things go along, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's not a range? Hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing this amazing live stream with anybody that you think would like it. That's not a range. Do that.
Zero-sum game, man.
Zero-sum game. All right, so guys, with that being said, let me catch up with the last bits of chat here so that we can kind of wrap up. Unless you guys are going to continue, because I do need to leave at 12. So let me get to some of this. Scroll says, the man, the myth, the Smith, the legend. Jamie B says, I highly recommend using the mannequins and ZBrush to see what pose you're after. That's interesting.
Those are cool.
Yeah, those are good ways to experiment. Then you just kind of match it after you do that. That's a good way to do it.
Kyan PK says, "Hey guys, what's up?"
Hey.
Hi and bye.
Okay, we're out of here.
yeah. Hi and bye. Same thing with Angry Monday. Angry says, "Good afternoon, League." What's up, Angry?
What's up?
Angry Monday.
Giant says, "The new Transform Brush Plus proxy pose. They look great to pose."
Yeah, proxy pose. I have to see that again. I think does it like automatically just kind of like make a low res version of it or something like that? I got to see what that does. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I forgot about that part.
And Reggie says, "Moral of the story: know your worth."
Exactly.
You are worth as much as someone's gonna pay you. So just make sure that you throw out the range, not the range, but in my opinion, I honestly believe that ranges, you actually end up devaluing your work in negotiation as a buyer. This is the perspective of a buyer of artist work. But yeah, they definitely know what your worth is. And then Pointed said, "Yeah, I went to the about links." Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah. I'll see about adding Discord. I think those are preset though. Okay, so guys, let's pencils down, up, sideways. Let's see where we all ended. I'm gonna start with you, Brad. Where did we start today, and where did we end?
So we started with kind of where we are. I mean, for the most part, it was all the stuff that was just blocked out, which again, all of it is based on the original design, I think, of Sculpt, or basically has kind of like this orangey kind of tunic, and he's got these greenish things. So all these things are there based on the original, and then I'm going to kind of slowly kind of swap them out for basically kind of like a redesign in a sense. But most of the day was spent kind of playing around with the skull itself, trying to incorporate some of the colors from the actual design, but making it literally skull-like, and then transferring it to a pose that I just put together in Maya. But yeah, so the most of this was trying to get the skull a little bit more dialed in terms of some of the detail. And then everything else is still essentially kind of like okay, so now, insert legs here thing, which is what we'll be doing next week, is kind of be swapping some things out and then tricking out some of the more, some of the accompanying accessories and so forth.
Accoutrement.
All right, cool. It's starting to shape up. I know you had to leave for a little bit during the stream, but Tony, where did we land today? Where did we start and where did we land?
We started here with just to block out general forums, and we ended here in a sort of evolving samurai pose. It'll get there. It'll get there.
Yep. All right.
And that's all I got to say about that.
All you got to say about that. Great. Looking great as well. Bradley, you are looking very intently.
I'm trying to load up my stuff from where. Give me a second.
Okay. I will move over to Mike then. Mike, where did we start and where did we end today?
I just went.
Ideally without your mouth full.
How dare you? I just went and opened up my my ODB to pull the boots. So I had this thing that I don't have to work and redo these boots again because I'm not going to do it. And over here, I pasted them, and I have little tiny teeny feet. How about that? Little tiny feet.
I like
yeah. No, I've just been working on sizing or getting the little base mesh together. So this is the proportions I want for this guy. I didn't even get to any of the other stuff, so I can see why the cheaters did what they did. I could see why they did that. They got to do more stuff. However, I took the high road and did not do that. I made my dude in here. That's it.
All right.
This link.
Dare you.
All right, great. No, I really think that this is super creative, so I'm really excited to see how it comes out.
Thanks, man.
Bradley, what about you?
I started with this base mesh, then I shaped it to this, and then today I blocked out stuff. My goal is to bring most of this into Marvelous Designer, but I'm probably going to work more on his anatomy stuff, and then I'm going to break off this arm so I can do something cool with it. And yeah.
All right. Yeah, looking good. Jamie says, awesome stream, guys. Thanks for everything. Scroll Reaper says, looks dope, y'all. Little housekeeping on here. We are streaming on Saturdays for this series for all of you guys that are staying up till 2 a.m. waiting for the live stream. Thank you guys for all of that. We're go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Like the stream, helps us out a lot. We're close to 30 on this one. So you can be the one to push us over 30. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Share this out to anybody you think would like the content. Join the Discord community. It is a fantastic community. All of you guys are amazing. And with all of that being said, thank you guys very much.
Wait. Don't wrap it up yet. Don't wrap it up yet. We have the most views we've ever had on any video on our 100th video. So thank you so much to everyone who has supported us in watching that video and sharing that video and liking that video. We got a lot of likes on it as well. If you have not seen the 100th video, we have former guests on there and a whole lot of good stories and content. So go check that out and please share. Okay. Yep. Okay, Raul. It's all you now.
Yeah, and thank you, Stolo, for the super chat, and congratulations.
Oh my gosh,
again.
yeah. Thanks, bro.
Congratulations again to Gus for the PC.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks, guys. Bye.
Yes.